Hello and welcome to this quick tip on working with named ranges within Excel. So within Excel you can name either individual cells or whole ranges of cells. Very easy to do. If I want to name the cells under the January column, highlight them, use the name box, type Jan and press enter. The only limit when naming cells is you can't actually put spaces in them. Now obviously for my examples I'm going to want to name the ones in the January, February, March columns, and I could do that one by one, but it's going to get a little bit repetitive, so I'll show you a quicker way. If you go onto your Formulas tab, I'm going to use Name Manager initially just to get rid of this January one. The Name Manager shows you any named ranges that you have, and in this case I'm just going to select the one I've created and delete it. And then a much quicker way to name all of the columns as well as all of the rows is to highlight this chunk of cells so that I've got the headings at the top and the headings at the side that I want to use. Still on Formulas, I then use Create from Selection. There's a tick box in top row and left column, which is what I want because I want to use those to label it, and simply click OK. Now if I look in Name Manager, you'll see I've got names for all of the different months and for all of the different regions. So I can now start to use those. So in these examples here I'm going to use the sum function because I'm wanting to total things up. So I want total unit sales for April to June, and I can do that in a really simple way by using the comma to separate each named range that I'm wanting to include. So simply a case of using equals sum, use April, comma, use May, and use June, and press enter. And there's the total for those 3 months. Just as another example, if I wanted the total units for the North and West, same principle, equals sum, pop my North region in, comma, pop the West in, enter here. So this next example where I'm wanting March to May and I want to combine it with the South region, this is where the space comes into its own. So in this example I start off with the sum. I need another bracket because I'm going to add up the March, April, May first of all. And May. Close the bracket. And now the really important thing is the space. If I just typed South, I would get an error. Whereas by putting a space in and using the South region and then closing my bracket, I will get the total for March, April and May for the South region only. There's one last example in this little section. If I wanted the total unit sales in March in the South and June in the North, then the way I achieve that is by using my sum function. I want March, and by putting the space in, it's then going to allow me to filter to the South. Type a comma, and I now want June, space, and I want to filter to the North. So it's that space which is allowing you to combine them together. So these examples are using the sum function because I want to total. In these last couple just at the bottom here, I don't want to total, I just want to find a figure. So in this example I want to find the units sold for April in the South. So obviously if I was looking down here, I would look at April, look at the South, and there's 462. Really easy to do. You don't need the sum function because you're not adding together, you're just combining your named ranges. So it's an equals. If I type my April first of all, and then again this is where the space comes in, so you press your space and I want the South, press enter, and there's my 462. So if I show you that again, start with equals, in this case I want January, press my space, and this time I want the North, and press enter. So obviously there are other ways you could have achieved this. There's always more than one way in Excel. I could have combined things like index match with things like the sum function. I could have maybe done a pivot table and filtered the pivot table. So there's a variety of ways that I could do it, but this is a nice quick easy way and something new to add to your Excel set of tools that you can use. Hope you find it useful. and check out the ones coming soon.